Hi, this is Laurie Hurley with question 6 out of 7 questions that were proposed to a networking group that I co-hosted about 6 weeks ago. And the question had to do with, as a small business or an entrepreneur, how do you handle customer complaints and returns? And it brought to mind for me something that happened about 32 years ago when I was a retail store manager of a designer discount store. Working in corporate America for a gentleman who owned a chain of discount stores in Chicago, and I was the store manager for the largest store. And our policy was, or his policy was, no refunds, no returns, no store credit. Every sale was final. And if I did not abide by that policy and I took a return back, it would be deducted from my paycheck. And I was single then, living alone in Chicago, and I certainly could not afford to have anything taken out of my check. So I had to uphold that policy, whether I believed in it or not. And one day a woman came in with a beautiful suede outfit she had bought from us. It was 2 pieces, and she pointed out to me that the dye did not match. It was very off. And so we took it into the daylight so we could look at it, and she was right. It did not match at all, but I had to uphold store policy. The outfit at that time, 30-some years ago, was about $800, so that was a lot of money, and she wanted her money back, and I had to stand firm and tell her no. And she left and, never came back. And all these years, that one transaction has really bothered me because I knew that what she bought was not right and she should have been able to get her money back, but I just couldn't afford to take that out of my paycheck. So fast forward all these years later, now that I own my own businesses, and my tutoring business in particular, I have a policy that I guarantee my services, meaning if I place a tutor in a child's home and the parent or the student is not happy with the tutor, no questions asked, I will not charge them for that session, and I will find another tutor for them. Now, thankfully, that doesn't happen that often because I've been doing this for 10 years and I'm pretty good at making the match, but every now and then a parent will say, oh, I just don't think that's the right personality for my kid, and I hold true to my word and I will not charge them, and that's just my policy. I won't. I don't believe it's right, and I guess I'm kind of trying to make up for all those years ago when that woman, and I still remember it today, came in with that outfit and I just felt so badly that I couldn't give her her money back. So I propose the question to you. What kind of return policy do you have? How do you deal with a complaint? Do you give refunds regardless of whether you sell a product or you have a service where someone contracts with you for consulting or whatever it is you might be doing? What do you do to keep your customers happy if they complain? So please share here. I would love to know how you handle it. And my next video will be our final question that we had for this networking group. So thanks so much. Look forward to hearing your responses.